Bien, esto sigue muy parecido, vamos a ver. Obviamente no va a estar la gente que tendría que estar, que estábamos hasta hace un rato, ¿no? Probablemente nos iremos encontrando algunos y otros no. Ah, acá está Liara. ¿Dónde estaba Miranda? Bien. Linda base se armó, ¿no? Tiene todo el corredor sombrío acá. Ay, se trajo esa
Commander
vena.
Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Este es glifo.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices.
Ok.
In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Ok.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Whole worlds are being lost to the Reapers. What more will it take?
Who knows? Hell, maybe the council's just taking petty revenge for Shepard hanging up on them all those years ago.
Wait, Shepard did what?
Oh, sorry, I think we're going through some dark matter. Hello? Hello?
No sabe de qué estaba hablando, ¿no? A ver, ¿qué dice Liara?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
¿Los proteanos lo
Did the
acabaron?
Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
Cierto.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
¿Qué dice? A ver si me aparece otra vez ahí arriba. Bueno, ahí está. Lo siento, no quiero hablar de ello. Agradezco tu interés.
Thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
Ok. Lo bueno que ahora la tenemos como tripulación activa. No como en la anterior. La teníamos ahí media así nomás, ¿no? ¿Puedo decirle algo más?
Hello again, Shepard.
Dispositivo proteano, el dron de información, el corredor sombrío.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which
Ese es el
meant the
problema.
elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
¿Cómo
What
escapaste?
kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Ni yo tampoco.
You still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My
Espectacular.
network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
¿Qué le pasó a Feron?
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True, given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
¿El dron de información?
Brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
¿Dispositivo
How
proteano?
much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
Ok.
It's that high tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
¿Qué hay de nuevo?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
Sí.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Bien, bien, bien. Ahora podemos tener un poquito más de contacto. Y esta sí me cae bien como para tener una relación que está dentro de la tripulación. Bien, acá probablemente esté la doctora que reclutamos. ¿No? ¿Ya que la otra se murió?
Hello there, Commander.
How are you settling in, Doctor?
Good. I've been busy restocking supplies and running diagnostics. It's nice working alone in a fresh lab. I get to set up everything just the way I want. Anyway, now that you're here, I'd like to examine you.
¿Por qué?
Do you have concerns about my health?
You have an extensive number of cybernetic implants.
I died. Cerberus spent a fortune bringing me back.
I know. I just want to make sure everything checks out. It'll take no time.
Mejor asegurar que lamentarlo, ¿no? Sí.
It doesn't hurt to be safe. It won't hurt, will it?
No, nothing invasive.
Ok.
I just need to run some implant diagnostics and take readings of your immune system. Your implants are doing quite nicely. Little sign of rejection. Keep up your current outlook and your scar shouldn't return. Thank you for indulging me. Everything looks fine. May I help you at all?
Echa de menos la
Just working on
ciudadela.
a military vessel compared to your Citadel clinic.
It's a completely different experience. I like that I have fewer patients under my care. I can really focus and get to know each person. But the workday never ends here. I don't get to go home. I'm always on call.
Eso sí es un
But you're
problema.
making a real difference. So by being here, I'm making a difference too.
Eso sí.
Any family?
My parents are on Earth, Geneva. The news isn't good.
I'm sorry.
But my brother is safe on the Citadel. I'll count my blessings.
Por lo menos sí. Alguien te va a quedar.
Enough medical supplies?
Por ahora.
Luckily, the med bay was one of the first areas the retrofit team stocked. That's fortunate. Who knows how long we'll have to be self-sufficient?
Ok.
Just let me know if you need anything.
I will.
Probablemente para acá no va a haber nadie, ¿no? ¿Para asignar poderes extra? Obviamente no. ¿Asignar poderes? No. ¿Quién está acá? Ah, acá está el cuerpo este de la cosa hasta que matamos. Que no sé ni cómo la maté. Bien. Bien, bien, bien. Allá no creo que haya nadie, aunque me deja acceder. A ver. Probablemente poco a poco nos iremos... Che, esto no estaba así. Vas a ver qué onda, ¿no? Está más grande la zona esta. Poco a poco probablemente iremos reclutando más gente, ¿no? Porque dos nomás no es muy poquito. Y también poco a poco probablemente nos iremos enterando qué va pasando con el resto de la tripulación que teníamos, ¿no? Bien, nosotros salimos de ahí. Ahora podemos ir para acá. Acá no estaba Tan, que murió directamente. Maqueta, ascensión al destino. Este murió directamente en la misión suicida. Acá estaba Kazumi, que pusieron una mesa de póker. También no sé qué hicieron con Kazumi. Ah, estos son los que... ¿Los que fallecieron o qué? A ver, ¿quiénes están? Tan Krios está ahí. Anteúltimo a este lado. Jenny, Karin, Kenneth, Marcus, Addison. Quiero ver a ver si conozco a alguien más. Helen, Marcus, Orden, Richard, Robert, Rupert, Silas. Kelly Chambers era la que teníamos ahí que nos leyera mensajes antes. Charles Presley también era el del 1. Zack, Sarah, Richard, Rasmund, Mónica, no, el resto no conozco. Ah, Kaiden Alenko también es el que teníamos uno de la tripulación que murió. Bien, sí, pusieron a todos. Bien, acá había gente normal y sigue habiendo gente normal de la tripulación. Que no puedo hablar, así que no me interesa mucho. Acá, baño. Bien, puedo acceder a uno solo. Acá estaba Samara, que anda a saber por dónde anda. Que probablemente después la reencontremos con ella, ¿no? Probablemente. Acá no hay nada más. Vamos a ingeniería. A ver qué hay. Bien. Acá donde estaban los dos cosos. Ahí estaba Tali. Adams. Mi Tali. Probablemente sabremos algo de ella pronto. ¿Este?
Commander, welcome back to the Normady. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normady SR-1 made me an obvious...
Ah, ese estaba en la 1, no me lo acuerdo, ya está
So,
igual.
what do you think of our SR2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors.
Y no quiso porque estaba con
I
Cerberus.
I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
¿Por qué te
Why
negaste?
didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normady went down.
Y te le agarró
I
Quickie,
didn't
¿no?
trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Tranquilo, no pasa nada.
Your alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Investigar. ¿Tu familia?
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural
Bueno.
vessel. My sister is
Sí,
a
están todos, no,
navigator
no
on
hay
the
ninguno en la
SS
Tierra, así que no pasa
Benjamin
nada.
Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
¿La Normandía?
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
Ok.
And that means?
We should be able
Menos
to
probabilidad que
drop
nos
out
vean, ¿no?
of FTL without triggering every sensor
Sí.
in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normady is a marvel of engineering.
¿Edie?
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI. I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Igual que Joker, básicamente.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Quiero a Tali. 2 de reputación, bien. Me va dando mejor reputación a medida que voy hablando con la tripulación. Bien, acá estaba Jack, que no está más. Maqueta del corredor sombrío. Maqueta de soberano. Está bueno ahora porque están como coleccionables, como tendría que ser. ¿No? Está bueno. Subimos de vuelta. No hay nada más para acá. ¿Para este lado o para allá? Para acá. Entonces no hay nada más. Y para allá tampoco. Bien. Y hay otro piso más en esta. Que vamos a ver qué onda. Debe ser donde luchamos a lo último. En el anterior. Que no teníamos acceso antes. Bien. No teníamos acceso normal. Carguero. ¿Quién es? Ah, acá está James. Ahora vamos a hablar con él. Maqueta de la Normandía. Estoy recogiendo coleccionables por lo visto. Por otros lados. Todos no hablan. Son mudos. Para allá. Tampoco. Bien. Ah, ese es el perro. A ver qué dice James. ¿Cómo va?
Hey, Shepard.
Mal.
How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yep. We're going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
Yo necesito
It's my
motivo.
ship. I go where I want and talk to whoever I want.
Fair enough. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records
Era
when we met.
una especie de decisión a ver si te interesaba algo más con él, ¿no?
Well, think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Claro que puedo.
Oh, I can dance.
Okay, Lola. Let's do
¿Peleamos?
this.
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader. Nice.
What do you mean, was?
¿Se murió?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
Lola, me gusta.
Lola, huh?
You kind of look like a Lola.
You're cute. So I'll let you get away with it. For now.
That's it. Now you made me blush.
Bien. A ver qué podemos hacer por acá. O sea que podemos... Mientras siempre cuando hablemos con él vamos a luchar. ¿Esto? ¿Qué es esto? Suministros. Compra mejoras de Mendigel. Compra modificaciones para pistola. Bueno, por ahora no. Por ahora estamos re bien en combate así, así que no. Bien, acá puedo mejorar lo mismo que arriba. Y con este vamos a hablar.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Descansa, soldado.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normady, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. With my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Bien. ¿Tu historial?
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident, practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normady retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
Ok. ¿Tu
You're
familia?
stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago.
Bueno, así que no tiene mucho problema.
I had a husband
marido.
stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Ok. No hablamos nada. ¿Lanzadera?
Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded EZO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normady design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Nada, vamos. Prosigue.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Ok. 2 de virtud. Bien. Acá no puedo hacer nada. Acá otra cosa. De este lado, ¿qué puedo hacer? Mejoras de arma. Bien, puedo mejorar el arma. Bueno, por ahora no igual. Estamos muy bien así. Centro de modificaciones. Bien, lo mismo que habíamos encontrado antes. Esto no. Y voy a tratar de hablar con el perrito. ¿Puedo hacer algo? No se puede.
Good. Hey there.
Ok, subimos de vuelta. Puesto de mando. Bien. Vamos a guardar acá. Y voy a mirar el mapa a ver qué hay. Y ya lo dejamos. A ver. Hay unos cuantos cambios en el sistema conquistados. Gracias al motor de sigilo de Normandía, puedes hacer los cúmulos que han conquistado los segadores. Registra estos sistemas de búsqueda supervivientes, chatarra de información valiosa. Bien. Se ven acá los segadores. Recupera el artefacto proteano. Cima, nebulosa. ¿Y acá? Laboratorio Cerberus. Bien, ahí es lo que tendríamos que hacer como principal, creo, ¿no? ¿Cómo está raro diferente armadura, no? Bien, tenemos varios donde están los segadores. Bien. A ver qué tareas tenemos. Pelotón. Bien, acá tenemos la virtud y rebeldía. Tengo unos cuantos puntos para asignarme. Datos. Diario, prioridad, Eden Prime. Cerberus ha descubierto un artefacto proteano en Eden Prime, aterriza en el planeta y recupera el artefacto. N7, la Alianza ha descubierto un nuevo laboratorio de Cerberus que se encuentra en Sanctum. Investiga el laboratorio y líbrate del posible peligro. Prioridad, Palaven. El primer café... ha visto atrapar ataque a segadores, rescata... Bien. Códice, aliados conocidos...
Admiral Stephen Hackett is a decorated officer.
Sí, lo mismo de siempre. Códice secundario, planetas y todo eso. Bien. No lo tengo dividido antes como tareas y... ¿No? No. Bien. Mapa. Y acá está el mapa de la Normandía, que está mucho mejor hecho que antes. Salir, modo foto, salir del juego, bien. Y creo que sí, lo dejamos por hoy y ya veremos a ver qué nos toca hacer el siguiente día. Bien. Guardar, guardé recién, ¿no? 2:29 horas, 4:55. Sí, ya acabo de guardar. Así que bueno, lo vamos a dejar por aquí por hoy. Ya es bastante tarde, así que suficiente. Ya tentamos en zona libre, así que ya tomamos decisiones como lo último que estábamos jugando en el anterior, así que estamos bien. Así que bueno, gracias por pasarse por aquí y nos vemos la próxima. Chau, chau.